Oh, Misha, let me know if my voice is good or can you hear me and does it cut off the ends of sentences or something? I'm curious to see. Oops. So can you hear me okay? I changed some setup for noise suppression. I reset it to defaults. Hopefully it will fix something. Okay, that's good that it sounds great. I'm glad to hear it. I just messed up something before and I was trying to customize it myself. Anyway. Once the shell was finished, the Nomai checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. One of the three Nomai escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All three escape pods were launched. Why can't I? All three escape pods were launched from something called the vessel, which was barely damaged. The Nomai survivors who crashed on Brittle Hollow climbed down the cliff to a shelter site below the surface. Every Nomai warp tower is turned to a specific astral body. To use the tower, you must be standing on the warp platform during the tower's alignment with its corresponding astral body. The alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. There is more to explore here. The Nomai detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on the hourglass twin. A strange rock shard that wanders when no one is watching. The Nomai determines this shard is the reason objects in this grove behave in a quantum manner. The Nomai hypothesize that this shard is actually a piece of the quantum moon. This shard emits the same signal as the quantum moon. This tower, located on Brittle Hollow's equator, held useful knowledge for Nomai embarking on their first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. The Nomai detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on the Giant's Deep. The Nomai detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on the Timber Hearth. Guess I need to follow up on some of those. One of the islands on Giant's Deep has a Nomai statue on the beach, just like the other just like the one Gabbro brought back to Timberhurst. Here's the options. I wanted to look at volume. Do you want me to lower the SFX, special effects? Let me know. I will go back once you reply, because the lag is really huge. Gabbro's Island. Gabbro is lounging in a hammock near the island's shore. Gabbro found an Nehemiah statue on another island. The statue's eyes started glowing and Gabbro saw their memories flash before their eyes. Gabbro remembers dying. They saw their memories flash before their eyes, just like the time with the statue. Gabbro and I seem to be the only ones aware that we're in a time loop. There's more to explore here. Okay, so I need to go back to the Gabbro's Island. And my device created to pinpoint the sources of distant signals. And I were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. NMI decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on the Brittle Hollow South Pole. Okay, so I need to get to Brittle Hollow South Pole. Riebeck has set up camp at the bottom of the crossroads. Their excitement at being surrounded by so much Nomai history is matched only by their terror of the black hole. Forgot to turn on the lights. There's more to explore here. A seed from dark bramble crashed here and has already taken root. Tectite wants to use a scout launcher to get a look at what's inside. My signal scope picks up harmonica music when I aim it. Okay. A lookout platform with a spectacular view of the solar system. Esker uses their signal scope here to keep tabs on the Esker is growing a crop of trees at their camp. They seem to be doing okay, but they've probably been alone on the moon for too long. So I have some to do. Like, what is this? We'll probably get teleported. I'll do it later. Gabbro later. I need to go explore this one for sure, and also this one. I'm trying to do my best to not crash, but I think I will crash. Did I land okay or crash or? Okay, at least I did not crash. It's cool. Want to scroll. Launcher. How can it be so big? Is there a black hole? It's so far away. I go through the other. Looks like some kind of giant fish. Like a huge black hole or something. I already read this before, so I don't want to read it again out loud. Or you did you? And you're telling me it's bigger on the inside than on the outside? This is going to be a chore to chop up, and no mistake. Can we ever remove a seed that doesn't have the decency to stay the same size all the way through? Maybe I'll better grab an extra axe or three just in case. Besides the seed harmonica? Don't know what to tell you there. The only harmonica player known is Feldspar, and they disappeared ages ago. Listen here, don't go telling Nays about the harmonica music, okay? They'll never let me get rid of this darn city if they suspect it has any musical talent. You're sure it's not from Timberhurst? Back in my younger days, I explored everywhere where is to go on Timberhurst and saw everything there is to see and then some. Trust me, we don't have anything like this. Now I reckon this from Dark Bramble if it's not from anywhere Hatchland. Yeah, I'm curious if my log keeps log updated or not. It did. When I launch my scout into the seat that crashed on Timberhurst, it ends up in a much bigger space field with fog and thorny vines. Somehow the seat is much bigger on the inside. Yes, I want to go there right now. Where's my marker right now? I thought I did put a marker down. Brittle Hollow. Brittle. I'm curious, what's this rock? Okay, now I need to figure out where is House Ball. Right now I'm not sure. Guess I can try going this way? On this one? Damaged again? Port hull and gravity. Gravity. Oh, that's not. I don't think it's full or half. Scary. Did I fix it? Oh, it was- Um, already been here actually. And I think I've translated this one too. Yeah, I've seen this one before. No need to waste time on this. We're just. Oh, but it's moving. And so I was already here at the south pole. We go south. I think it's up here. Find out. Why am I stuck? I'm super. Let's figure out which way to go. I need to go there. I see. Haven't been there yet. Might well be. Oh, this looks like some kind of giant pyramid. I think it's northern pole because it's blue. On pole. Why? Now I just need to fly to the other side, to the opposite end of planet, and good. Oh boy, it's happening. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? Imagine if there were two volcanic moons. There can exist two such lava. Too much lava. I strongly prefer it as the null hypothesis. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend follows lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. Was there one more of those? And actually there's two more of those. Okay. I can't go down. Okay. Oh, there's more text here. Guess I'm stuck. Wait. The Canyon City below 50 meters. Larry, to our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole station. On the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole, our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it, Kasawa. I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be... Hello, Tyler. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole station. If you en route meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Kasawa. Okay, so now I know that I can bring some more stuff here and hopefully see some more magic happening with those stuff. This should be easy enough. Next. Can I go down? Go up. Broken. Oops. Maybe I can go there. It. There is something. Oh, this is the teleporter, I guess. Get teleported here from the white hole. Okay, I think this is the end anyway. If I stay in this view forever, like till the end of this solar system. I go for this area. Maybe. I think I've explored everything there is to. I mean, right now, right? Much bigger than usual. Maybe not. Maybe not help. I just need to wait to teleport to take. Oh boy, happening. Yes, I'm dead. Yes, I am. Check the ship logs again. What updated? Turns. North pole of Brittle Hollow is covered in snow and ice. There is a unique shaped Nomai ruin on the surface. The Nomai were able to warp here from the White Hole Station, where they first recreated warp technology. The Nomai on Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. Go back into the Brittle Hollow. Also sometime later visit Cabra. Brittle Hollow, there I go. Been here, let's land or else where I haven't. Feel like, I've been there as well. Where else have I been? Is there anything else? Okay, this is interesting. Exit ship to repair. Landing camera. Landing gear off AFT hull. in some. Okay, come. Yep. I haven't been to this part of it yet. The journey here from the South Pole has been. I'm going to go with harrowing because of the all of the meteors, but hey, at least I made it here on concussed and not on fire. Okay, let's see. I poked around a little and there's some sort of old my path that starts across from my campsite inside the ruined building with trees growing out of it. Doesn't look like anything horrible, just stairs leading down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path and see where it leads. So this is a tree he was talking about, I guess. There should be some kind of path here. Chill. Stairs, as you mentioned. Way to traverse. Gravity Crystal Workshop above. Structures on the one's probably South Pole or Pole Road. Ah, well, that was deeply unpleasant. I made it this far though. Guess that's the part to focus on and not know how I'll eventually have to get back up that path. But wow, this place sure is something. Looks like the Canyon City is north from here and east is Gravity Canyon. I definitely want to see that. Another thing, I'm detecting oxygen from somewhere below, which is good since I used up a lot of my supply screaming during the trip down from the surface. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head farther down below so I can refill my tank. City North. Those stones are clipping through the bridge. Meltwater District. I shrine this. I saw the symbol. Black Hole Forge District. Full district. What was this? Oh, there was some movement there. Okay, interesting. So this one is this one, which is whatever. What? Both of them are melt water. I thought for some reason that it was one of them school, one of them water, but they're both this. Guess I can go down or up. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Of note, from the signal we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is the source of the signals that brought us here. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. There's no way for me to enter this room. I suppose there is a room, but I can't go there yet. I'm not supposed to. table. There's more text. Solanum. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the Eye of the Universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the Eye is some way is wishful thinking. The Eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the Eye signal holds no great deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. In fact, the Eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. Okay, so this is a different symbol from this one. Okay, those are different districts, I guess. I cannot go here. What if I go here? Also upstairs. I go down now. Oh no 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 no! Okay, this one is the bottom. So this one is full district. Water. Hole Forge. The top one is like Hole Forge. Into this part here. Go explore. While I still have. It is kind of dangerous to go there, but maybe if I am quick, I will go there. Be okay. Maybe later. Because there is no later. I mean, there's no reason to delay this. Wait, there is one. Which is this is exactly the same but better. Good enough. Probably some tools, because this is a cool district. Where can I- Explanation of festivals. All the Namai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Namai can get to advance too, like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Tech. A single festival could last a long time. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Konoi tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it will happen in someone else's someday. Was not very useful because there was no like message. Keep log updated. Probably the black hole over there. Oh, there is one skull. And read this one. Maybe this one will be useful. Oh no. I thought I was about to. Why we should build a new vessel? It probably wouldn't be hard to get parts if we stopped building other new things and if we broke down other structures, like the towers on Ash Twin, for parts. We could even have a warp core for jumping long distances like vessels have. Okay, tells me she plans to make a very advanced warp core for a different project. I'm sure she could connect it to the vessel for travel because Poké is smart. That's a funny name, Poké. Like Poké. Third name. We might have to build a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large. But we could make it bigger later once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stopped building so many things to search for the Eye of the Universe. I asked Yarrow, and he says we use lots of resources on the Ash Twin project. Each Namai clan explores the universe in its own vessel. The vessel is the heart of every clan. It's unusual for Namai to remain in one place for so long. Namai are wanderers, have no permanent home. If we built a new vessel, we could return to our adventurous way of life. Imagine all the new places we could go. Our clan wouldn't be stuck here in this solar system. We could even meet with other Namai and learn from them like Galos says we used to do. Oh, yet again I'm a little bit because there was no updated log update. Bit disappointed. I'm wondering what is this? Closer? If I can get there. Salmon. Exactly where I wanted to be. Oh, we launched, that's great. Already read this. Did it again? I saw the Hanging City. You visited the Hanging City? Oh gosh, how was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? The Hanging City is where the Namai settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to Namai, though maybe they needed the black hole for something. I found the Namai escape pod in Brittle Hollow. Wow, so then the Namai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system, and they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. But what kind of trouble? Where did the escape pod launch from? This is an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about how and why Namai arrived here. Where should I explore here? Oh wow, where shouldn't you explore here? No, the black hole, actually, that's very no. Which is unfortunate, because the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City. That's just to the north. You can kinda see it from here. There's also this big dome on the south pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside from the surface. Trust me, I tried, but if it's like the rest of the NMI structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you learn anything about Zenomai, I'd love to hear it. If it's not too much trouble. Look updated. So actually I think talking to people is important. Because the shiplock was updated. Tower of Pawn. Oh wait, what? Didn't want to pause this. Cooked. That was bound to happen at some point, but I guess I'm dead again on the farthest reach of forces. Okay, that's totally okay. This is fine. There's our pilot, ready to get this off the ground. Now the ship is a death trap. Well, yeah, it's a death trap, but a really powerful death trap. What? You suddenly care about safety now? Well, I want to try something. What if I just sleep for the entire run? I'll go get something to. This is probably the most boring run of all, but curious what will happen. Guess I get an achievement. So, if I remember correctly, it should be 22. Guess I cannot sleep for the entire run. Hey, it's you. I don't think I need to go back here. I'm still dumbfounded and but curious. Like, what's the purpose of sleeping at all in this game? I don't know. Is there any purpose to it? Is there any real need to sleep ever? Game? Was there someone here? I can't visit the moon yet, but I need to go to the moon next. Okay, so this should be funny. Go on, let's see how I slept. It's really empty. What if I leave the solar system? Canyon City, Black Hole something. Black Hole Forge District is the highest district in the Canyon City. Namai City is suspended beneath the Brittle Hollow's northern glacier. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. The Namai traveled to the solar system in the pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They named the source of this signal the Eye of the Universe. How about I go... Rubik says you can't get into the observatory from surface. They tried, but there's probably a pass It beneath the cross. Guess I want to go to this island. Wait, I'm assuming we're in this spacesuit. A few loops ago, a cyclone came by and tossed my little island into space. Dying like that was kind of unpleasant. Found something nice, which got for me. Actually, never mind. Okay. How to stay so calm in the face of repeated impending death? Deep breath. No, seriously, I might date. Want me to teach you? I'd be the next loop before you know it. Sure, why not? They close your eyes. Wait, really? Fuck. So this was it. It was such a waste of time. Ah. something important that's was around? Like maybe some kind of artifact? Some kind of my stuff. But oh boy, oh boy. No, no, wait. Back. Back into the ship. Islands will take comment. Alright. Where was this other island? Once. On this island. Other one. Or some kind of elevator structure. Oh, there it is. Else, camera. Yeah. But I'm controlling myself. Island just got like up into space. Crazy. Anyway, let's go down the stairs. Like this looks interesting. Fatal hollow projection stone. Okay, so I found one more of those. Ah, where did I insert it? Like, what's this? Online chip. Where else? Annoying. Um, there it is. Control module. I have bad news, Avance. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be as far. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here. So I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on uh, indefinite hiatus. Tell Private and Milo they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the production yard for now. An update. Milo and I will join you in death. Private left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Oh no, Daz and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down far down beneath down beneath the current. Osawa convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Transdeep here on Brittle Hollow Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Onai, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the track beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one to at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and one at the other at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Onoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon component to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. But no. There's something there, some kind of disc. Ooh. There's some gravity stuff. There's some kind of. Hmm. 9 minutes 31 seconds ago, long-range probes were launched from the orbital probe camp. Good. Top results is also in check. It is. Vitals critical power. Crazy. I'm almost dead because of this pull. I've been here. Was I? This is a structure that flies disassembled across the orbit of this planet, I guess. This is it. We've finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. Our next step will be to send Private up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe check-in system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. If I know my brother Alans and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Alans and Malo a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Are you going delighting us on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're typical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Malo and Alans behave together, thus you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. Hmm. And now I finished building the final module for the orbital probe cannon and sent it into orbit around the Giant's Deep. I used a Nomai projection pool and saw the interior of a space station in orbit around Giant's Deep. This island is where Zenomai built the orbital probe cannon. For some reason, Zenomai put the orbital probe cannon on an indefinite hiatus, as the cannon was not asked to fire. Okay. According to an MI computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. An MI on the construction yard saw something sink beneath the underwater current, which they previously thought was impossible. The MI at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean current. There are two paths beneath brittle hollow surface that lead to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon and the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. To go back to this which no, closer. Hey, time fall. Nice weather we're having, huh? Wait, have I used that one before? I should explore in Giant's Deep. Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky. Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet. What else? What else? Have you been to Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it, seeing as it's the island where I found the glowing Maya statue. Get it? I was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened. By the way, it's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I have it solid 7 out of 10 on the Gabriel relaxations. If you feel like checking our Statue Island, it's the one with the islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected anyway, you'll see. Where's your ship? That's a good question. It's definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. Heh, that would be pretty nuts. Hope it's not lonely. Oh, again. What's up with this planet? Haha, I know, right? Oh, you meant like, tell me more about it? I gotcha. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water, no surprises there. There's a strong current, a race beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current. Neither idea worked. As for land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with that Nomai statue I saw on the beach. You've seen the cyclones, yeah, they're hard to miss. They'll toss everything up in their pass islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up, try to land in water. Less likely to kill you. What are you doing out here? Well, what are any of us doing here really? I'm just kidding, I'm out here exploring our solar system, same as you. But I tell you what, outer space really gives you room to think. It's quiet and peaceful out here. I mean, it's usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes the cyclone comes by and lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water. Then, that's peaceful. People have updated. What if I doze off? Will I heal? Maybe? It not sure. I have an idea. I can get this guy to here. Oh boy, we're fucked. Wait, what the because I will die. Okay. Good, I'm not dead. Statue Island, as Gabriel calls it, is the one with two islands connected by a natural rock arch. Where was this island? Wait. Islands that I before. Maybe this is. Island. No, I don't think. Let's go. Because this one is not the statue. Go and find it. there was some island there. Yeah, I think this is it. Wait, no. This is the island I came from. I was already there on this side. There's something. No, this island is weird. Is this one? Yeah, maybe. I need to probably park, not here. Oh no. Right there. I'm not sure how much time do I have left. HU workshop. Oh, I'm guessing this is the HU island. Yes. Further. How do I get? They are going to test the memory statues tonight. Fox says it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck it the other way? Does anyone want to? Fox specifically told us not to do that. I really want to see the test too, Bunny, but that's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Fox tell us later. Let us see later test. To get yep, it's the tent. I guess this is as good time as any to say goodbye for today. Tired. This is a good game, but don't want to play it forever. Not right now. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Actually, there's a new option now, meditate until next loop. That's funny.